Assalamu alaikum. Barcelona 5, Athletic Bilbao 0. We just cannot end a week with a better performance than Barcelona. The last time that I could remember is when Raphinha was out. But ever since he's been back, ever since El Clasico game, Barcelona has always been outperforming us, whether it's from the scoreboard or whether it's from the statistics of the game. But honestly, to be completely honest, I have not remembered in the past couple of weeks where we performed better than Barcelona. We just finished this week, for example. We got 5-1. That was magnificent, by the way. I love that performance by Real Madrid. But yeah, now by Barcelona, I'm pretty shocked with 5-0. But at the same time, Athletic Bilbao, I don't think they're really that good, especially this season. The commentator said it right. Nico Williams usually is the top scorer for Barcelona, for Athletic Bilbao, but he only got one goal, and he's not even the top scorer. So, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. But honestly, there is less things to talk about in this game. And to be honest, I might not even spend a lot of time talking about this because whoever watched the game, right, 5-0, if you don't even got to watch the game for you to know if Barcelona got lucky or not, if the goals were good or not, 5-0 should tell you everything. All right. But let's kind of break it down. I don't even want to break it down. Let's just say how bad Athletic Club played. Now, Iñaki Williams, right? He got on an interview and said this and that about going away from the domestic, country to play for a domestic title, right? And I agree with him, right? I think let's say there's a Spanish title going on, it has to be in Spain. If there's a German title going on, it has to be in Germany, right? If there's a Saudi Cup going on, it's supposed to be in Saudi Arabia. I agree with him, but I don't think he should have said that because now you guys could see by the fans, it looked like Barcelona was home. Well, whether he said that or not, Barcelona was still going to feel like that they're at home. Saudi Arabia has a large group of people that support Barcelona or Real Madrid. Those are literally the only choices. Across the whole Middle East is usually Barcelona or Real Madrid. So obviously any team that plays over there against Real Madrid or Barcelona, they're always going to feel like that they're at a disadvantage. So I get his complaint. I get it. But I don't think he's supposed to say that because probably the fans got all riled up and all that. And then anytime they touched the ball, they were booing them, whistling them. I don't know if it's the pressure that got to them. I don't know what it is, but maybe I think the first, I'd say 10 minutes is where I thought Athletic Club had a chance. But after the 10 minutes, that's it. I literally lost not all hope, but I guess you could say any spot of them even winning this match. Barcelona controlled everything. The ball possession says it all. 80% of the ball possession. And I think the only reason why it's only 80 is because towards the end where Athletic Club kind of got the ball back a little bit when Barcelona players were already tired. Athletic Club players were already tired within the 20th minute. Now, I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know what it is. But Barcelona was dominating them from beginning till the end. I'm saying about they're not even showing me the momentum bar. Let me see if I can refresh it. Where is the momentum bar? Does anybody know? I don't know where the momentum bar is. But look, let's go to the lineup. You guys can see, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this many red in one team before. It's a lot. Iñaki Williams is supposed to be, in my opinion, maybe the best player on this pitch or the best starter on this pitch besides Nico Williams. He got a 6.0. How is that even possible? Raphinha was amazing this match. And like I said, look, I'll say it again. I'm a Real Madrid fan. I love Real Madrid. But we played them without Raphinha. And I've been saying it even before Raphinha had that season last season. I said it before that. Raphinha is a good player. He's a great player. My friend was telling me he wasn't during that, what was it? I think the 23-24 season or the one even before that. I knew Raphinha had this ability. And to be honest, I'm happy to see that he's been doing this good. At the same time, it's pretty scary. If we somehow get over Atletico Madrid, we are going to face this Barcelona team who, the only difference is they have Raphinha back and Juan Garcia back. And Lamine Yamal should be back, so Lamine Yamal is going to be there. We beat them the first time. That does not matter. And I'm not the type to cling on to the past. I don't want to cling on to the past. I never mentioned this 15 UCL thing that other Real Madrid fans mention. I never mentioned our win history in the past. I don't really care about all that. What matters to me is the present. And in the present, yes, we have Trent back on the lineup. I don't know if Carvajal is back, but that's what matters to me the most. If we have Trent back, because we really do need him against Barcelona. I'm not trying to even look past Barcelona. We got wrecked by Atletico Madrid 5-2 earlier, so this focus should be on Atletico Madrid before we move on and pass to Barcelona. Now, I'm not speaking about the Barcelona game. I barely spoke about it, but it speaks for itself. 5-0, what else am I supposed to say? Roony did very good the way he got his goal. Raphinha, amazing with the way he got his assists and his goals. Who else was doing really good for Barcelona? Yeah, De Jong didn't really have a good game, but it's not like because he did horrible. I just think he didn't have much opportunity. Pedri, when he got subbed on, was doing very good. And yeah, honestly, Ferran, that one goal that he got. Fermin Lopez, yes, I almost forgot. Fermin Lopez was amazing this game as well. So Barcelona really got a good amount of, I guess you could say, dangerous starting players and dangerous bench players. And honestly, if they go up against us like this, who's going to stop them? Honestly, we have Militao, who's out. I know we have Asensio. We have Rudiger, who's been having knee problems. Who is going to stop Barcelona's attack? All right. Carreras, hopefully he's going to do good the same way he did it against Lamine Yamal. I hate the fact that we have to rely on Bellingham dropping so back, so back. The right is weak. All right, we have Valverde playing there, and he's been good playing as a right back, but at the same time, he's not a right back player. He's not a fullback. So we're going to be playing with probably Valverde if Trent is not back by then. And if we do make it to the final, by the way, I'm not a huge believer of looking past a competition because, like I said, Atletico Madrid smashed us last time. So against Atletico Madrid, obviously, we do need to work 10 times harder, right? I'm not trying to quote Vinny, but we do need to work 10 times harder because 5-2 was honestly embarrassing, especially the fact that Atletico Madrid, I believe they were below the 10th position. They were not even top 10 in La Liga at that moment. They dropped form, and then we helped them regain it after that match against us. Antoine Griezmann didn't score for more than 20 or 30 games. He scored the first time ever against us. Everything was just going horrible, and we just cannot repeat the same mistake. Xabi Alonso already said in the press conference, so I'm pretty happy at the fact that we are at least acknowledging that this is going to be tough. Atletico Madrid is not a team you look past. We've always struggled against them. We have always struggled against them. We've struggled recently against them, last season against them, so we just got to lock in, and we don't have Mbappe, but at the same time, that one player should not define Real Madrid. That is something that I did want to say that I didn't say this in a while. People want to say Vinicius Jr., right, 2 seasons ago. Last season, Mbappe. This season, Mbappe again. A player should not define a team. Because if you look at this Barcelona game today, they had Pedri out. They had Lamine Yamal out. They had Lewandowski out, right? Even though they have Ferran Torres. Those players do not define Barcelona, right? Maybe Raphinha because they had that little slump, but other than that, Hansi Flick could play with Barcelona's B team, C team, and they're still going to perform good. But that's not the case with us because, like I said, we don't even know who our regular starting lineup is. We don't know it. Like, everybody has their preferences, but if I ask you and ask somebody else, we don't have our preferred starting lineup, right? Barcelona, for example, whoever is playing on the starting lineup is going to perform to the best of their ability, and Barcelona is still going to get the outcome that they want. And obviously, I'm speaking generally. So even though we have Mbappe out, I don't think that should even drop our confidence because that happened last weekend, right? And look how we won, 5-1 with Gonzalo Garcia replacing him. So we shouldn't rely and think that Mbappe is the one who's the only success for this team because in reality, it's not. It's not Mbappe. If we drill that into our mindset, then that's going to be our reality. So it's very important for us to see Real Madrid as a whole team instead of seeing it as ran by an individual, right? We can't even rely on Xabi Alonso because maybe his tactics are not working that well and we have to rely on individual brilliance. So like I said, there has to be balance between A and B. I was done talking about Barcelona, but tomorrow we're going to go up against Atletico Madrid. And it's going to be in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be at the same time. And apparently this is our predicted lineup. And honestly, I'm in for it. Because what else? What other options do we have? We have Brahim Diaz, who's on international duty. Militao's injured. Mbappe is also injured. And the thing is that Atletico Madrid, they are known for the haram ball tactic, right? Where they park the bus. They really did not play like that against us last time we played, and you guys can tell if they scored 5 goals. And teams that park the bus, teams that play the haram ball, they don't score a lot. Atletico Madrid, they knew our weakness. Simeone studied us very well. So that's something that Xabi Alonso has to do. He has to study Atletico Madrid, and something that we don't have is that we don't push that intensity. We don't let the game run through us. We usually respond to whatever is given to us, and I don't like that. Like I said, we wait until last minute to do a comeback. I don't like that because obviously we don't have that 23-24 mindset. The same as when there was remontadas happening every single game. This season is not going to work. It's not going to work, and Xabi Alonso has to realize that. I'm happy to see Rodrigo back in form and back in the starting lineup because he's been having a huge difference on us. I believe he has, 6 goal contribution in his last 4 starts or 5 starts. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But honestly, the confidence, in my opinion, is there just because of the last game that we played. The last game we played gives me that little hope, that little confidence, but at the same time, it's not a consistent performance. We're back from break and we started on a high note, and we have to keep it there. And to keep it there means we cannot slack off, right? Because the only reason why we conceded last weekend is because we slacked off. We let the team get the best of us when we were all tired. But other than that, we cannot do that. We can't do that. We have to do our best to stay energetic, right? We cannot play like Athletic Club today, how they played, how they were tired within 20 minutes. We have to push the intensity, and we have to be smart about it as well. So let me know what you guys think about this game. Honestly, not even this game. Let me know what you guys think about tomorrow. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Do you think Real Madrid is going to win? Do you think Atletico Madrid is going to beat us again? Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Make sure you do subscribe. A lot of you guys are not subscribed. Please make sure that you subscribe, comment as well, and make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy this video. And until then, Assalamu alaikum.